Torturous Tuesdays, but actually now it's Wacky Wednesday because somehow we got it. You remind me of Louis C.K. when he was young.
Me?
Yeah.
A young Louis C.K., as they say.
Have you heard that before?
Nope.
No, I'm just thinking for a sketch. I'm sorry, I'm always ahead of myself. Although I have to stop. I can't do any more sketches of Kamala. I'll get in trouble.
Oh my god.
Really, you can't do that. You can't do that.
have to.
You have to vote for her because she's a female. I was like, you know, you people she put in jail. I could be one of them. No, I just tell you something. I've been saying since the beginning that she has that condition. I don't know if anybody knows about this. Anybody get church giggles? Do you know what I'm talking about, church giggles? I left a pair of glasses here somewhere. I can't keep my eyes open. Around there somewhere. Just keep your eyes open. But church giggles are the worst. It's like the priest is like, body and blood of Christ, amen, and you're just like, I don't know why that's funny out of nowhere. I've got to give a shout out to my mother superior, rest in peace. Sister Germaine passed away, and I'm not going to be able to be at the funeral, and I don't think she'd really care if I was there. But I had to say that to her anyway because I loved her. I did. I was telling Samantha, this woman caught me in such a terrible position. I'm talking, listen to what I did, how crazy I am. I would call the school from a phone booth and make believe I'm my aunt and that the car is stalled and that I'm going to be late. And I was so good at it. And first I would impersonate my grandmother and I'd say, now hold on a minute, I'm going to put you on the phone with my youngest daughter. Ann Lois, come over here. Hi, this is Lois, how can I help you? I'm sorry about the car. So I'm doing this whole thing, right? So I go in and Sister Germaine says to me, Sunda, why are you late? And I go, Sister, didn't somebody call you for me? Because I was late? Like my aunt didn't call you? Because she's supposed to call you? And she says, are you telling the truth? I said, I could swear in a stack of Bibles this high. And I saw her looking over my shoulder. I was trying to get her attention. I was like, Sister, like this. And I hear, can I just see her for 1 minute? And I turn around, and it's my Aunt Lois. And I say to the nun, take me with you. Please, please take me with you. And my aunt threw me up on my collar in the locker, and I slid all the way down. Isn't that crazy? Wow. And my white friends were like, oh my God. They were like totally like, oh my God, come and have a seat. I just wanted to do that to stall a little bit. But anyway, that's Sister Germaine. Sister Evelyn caught me smoking. And I said, you can't tell my grandmother, she'll have a heart attack. And so I went to the first reunion. She was like, how's your grandmother? I was like, she had a heart attack and died. I think you remember I got caught smoking. My girlfriend, you know what the code was? Where's the party? You know how you have a code for people? No? You don't have codes? Like when the police are coming, you don't say 5-0? You have nothing like that? White people are so bland and boring.
You can do that.
Oh, I'm so glad I was raised in the hood.
One time.
One time, there he is. One time. Our lone Jew. One time it happened to me. I don't know how, but it happened to me. When you guys see these wonderful, wonderful pieces of content that come out of here, it's not from me, it's from Jason Ham. Give him a round of applause. Your producer is working very hard, as well as Samantha Linderman. Your comedy concierge. All things comedy happen right here. And if you're interested in taking classes, go online and figure out how much you can afford. It's terrible. No, I'm kidding. Do you know how much I've done this for? Like a moron? $5. Somebody didn't have money. Stupid, right?
Yeah.
Like stupid. But I felt so bad for that person. And then I needed change for a, what is that called again? You guys have all over the place, the meters? Oh my God, the meters. Ah, it's exhausting. It's like all the time. I can't stand it. But again, what part of Jersey are you from? South Jersey? No, from
North Jersey, Milburn.
Milburn, right. Yeah. Milburn Playhouse.
Yeah.
We already had this discussion. I used to work at a racket club. I wasn't doing maintenance. I was actually teaching dancercise and having heart attacks in between. Because you can't come from the club and go right to dancercise class at 6 a.m. Like, what's on your mind thinking you do? You smell like alcohol. You smell like alcohol. You're like, and 1, 2 tequila, 4, 3, 5 tequila, 6. Terrible, terrible. And then when you get sick, you're like, there's something in that coffee. You have to always blame it on the food, guys. When you get sick, you only have one chance. And I haven't seen you for a long time, buddy, so I want to just have some fun with the love and the comedy of the one and only Bobby Peterson. Let me hear you.
Thank you, Sunda.
Nice.
Yeah, when you said you hadn't seen me in a long time, I thought you were calling him up. I was like, I was just here, I guess it's been like 2 weeks. Maybe. All right. We'll start with the jokes. All right. This one's a classic, but I made it actually funny and concise, I guess. Let's see. My friend's dad was a water waster, like a real water waster. One time he took a 12-hour long shower.
Yeah.
Right? But to be fair, the heart attack probably took him in the first 5 minutes or so. So, not his fault. All right, thank you. Yeah, that did better than the long version. I'm seeing why. I tell people I'm indoor homeless, but that doesn't make sense. I realize that's more my design style, I guess. You might you can mistake it for like what's the hoarder chic, but it's more like it's got more of a wasteland DIY like motif, like inspiration going on. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay, so this is a hypothetical. I don't know if I should. Okay. So say there's this like famous guy, athlete, and his name was, we'll say, Lemonade Griffin. All right. I'm not gonna say who it was, but supposedly he did a thing with a thing to this lady and her friend, and he recently passed away. Hypothetically, this guy did, yeah. I might have seen that thing that he did the thing to the lady with that disappeared. I don't know. There's a good chance that, yeah, this was years ago. I don't know. Yeah, I just had to say that. It's a little weird, but nothing sinister, but yeah, hypothetically. All right. I'm not gonna get any laughs because that was kind of disturbing, I guess. This was a weird thought. Who was the sick fuck who like realized that his dick looked like a baby arm? Like how did he have his dick by a baby arm? Like how'd that's all right. This is all new stuff, so if it's not going well, it's because it's not good. I've been thinking of hitting the road, getting out of LA. I'm gonna change my name to Francis. I'm gonna buy a big old van and paint it diarrhea brown, right?
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hit the road and people will be like, hey, there goes Diarrhea Van Frank. I always got it. I've been using that one a lot. It just works. It's a beautiful joke, honestly. I'm proud of myself for that one. My dad used to take me fishing as a child. Wasn't the greatest fisherman, but like he was good. But like his real secret was he was a masturbator. Yeah, he taught me his like secret masturbating technique one day when we were fishing. I come from a long line of masturbators, but yeah. All right. This was something I actually made the note, and it came up in conversation. I was thinking of my favorite like comedians. This isn't really funny, but like I was thinking, and like George Carlin always comes to mind, but then I realized like he wouldn't be in my top 10, but he would be like in my top 10 like philosophers of all time. I don't know, it's not funny, but I don't know, it felt right. I had to say that. All right, I'm not doing too well on the jokes tonight. Let's do some books. People like the books. This is always tricky. I gotta get like a Britney mic or something.
That would be nice.
Yeah. All right, so I got a new one actually. Where we put you? Did I not bring it?
I know it's not a bit, but.
I might not have brought it. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Oh.
We're good. Okay, this is gonna be a little controversial sounding, but it's not. Melaninally retarded, a beyond the pale journey into the alt-white. It's, I think I have, what's that, where you lose your skin coloring?
Vitiligo.
Vitiligo. Yeah, I mean, I'm losing the skin coloring in places. And that's weird as a melaninally challenged person. I didn't think that was possible. All right, that's that one. This is, I had to make it a book title because I've been trying to figure out a way to do this character forever, but I just can't do it. Preventative Karen. You know, your fun is dangerous and your joy is offensive. It would be a character, like if anyone's familiar with Next Door Nancy, something like inspired by that, but more like talking about how like corners should be made illegal and stuff. I couldn't really come up with specifics, but that's Preventative Karen. Yeah. It also takes on the fact that I think like preventative care is one of the biggest problems with America. We're always trying to fix things before they need to be fixed, which I guess we were talking earlier about Alan Watts. He has the quote, let me save you from, or I'll save you from drowning, said the monkey putting the fish safely up the tree. Which that's one of my favorite quotes of all time. It's like, what it's saying is basically like, stop trying to fix people and things that you have nothing to do with. Like, mind your fucking business. In a weird way, yeah. But yeah, I was talking to Sam about that. I had an idea for like a graphic novel based on that quote. It's a great quote. I'm not gonna do that. Where were we? Some older books. This one, Bringing Arguments to Knife Fights. How being really smart can make you really stupid. That one's kind of self-explanatory. All right, let's. This one's kind of controversial. My lips are sealed. How the Y chromosome influenced my in utero transition. That's basically like, I realized a long time ago, like if you're familiar with like the ball seam, anyone know the balls? It's basically like when you became a male, your vagina lips like sealed up and your ovaries descended into, so those are your sealed lips. It's, I don't know, that always made me happy. I like to tell people society has a me disorder, because it's like, I'm an animal and society is the disorder, right? Like, everything that's wrong with people is because we're living in cages. It's like, I don't know. I don't like it. It's weird. I like to tell people I'm a 185-pound complex tumor with a thought process. I have to update it. I've been eating a bit, so 195. But yeah, I feel like I'd be much better off, like, as just like my brain. That would be amazing, but we're not there yet. All right, I'm gonna finish there. I'm Bobby fucking Peterson. Y'all have been great. You can look for me on Instagram at Bobby fucking Peterson. Nothing new. I haven't been on there in a while because it makes me sad and hurts my brain. All right, have a good night.
Hey guys, if you have anything that you want to have that goes on TikTok Live, we are now creators here. Is that the proper term?
We are part of the TikTok Live Creator Network.
Oh, we're a network, that's right. So you can put your stuff on TikTok, and for the LA School of Comedy, for yourself, we get out there with so many views. Oh please, not now. I just can't. I had to ride with a squad car next to me all the way up the street. Very slowly I went, very slowly they went. Yeah. And then I made Legos go into that Mormon Saints thing and they left me the hell alone. That's the way you do it! Alright, we like it because it's like sugar. Give it up for Jeff Kane, ladies and gentlemen. Sugar Kane! Woo!
Alright. Keep it going for Sunda. How we doing, you guys?
Good.
Yeah? That was weak. We can do better. Now, there's not many of us in here, but we're gonna try. How we doing? Yeah, that was better. All right. I'm gonna say some random shit, and that's what's nice about having 10 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Oh, you were talking about long showers and wasting water. The last time I came here, there was a girl out front that, like, the water line was broken, and so there was all this water coming down the road, and she had a bunch of acrylic paints out on the sidewalk, and it seemed like she was, like, putting the paints, you know, like she was letting them go into the water, and which wasn't good, right? That's not good. But then, and I was watching this, and then I noticed she pulled her pants down, and then she, like, got down in the water as well. And I was like, this is a bad day for the sewer, and wherever this water is going. I don't know what's worse, but there's just like a blend of toxins going in there. And she was just like, yeah, she is an environmentalist's worst dream. Okay, let's see. I just got back from Virginia. Yeah, I was visiting some family. I also have 2 kids out there. Do any of y'all have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah? How old are your kids?
21, 22.
Really? Okay. Mine are 75 and 78. Yeah. They my parents are like big kids. They're at that age where it's just like they want to be independent, but you're like, you know, they don't want any advice or anything from me. They want to do things their own way, and even if it fails, they're just like, I'm just gonna do it, you know. Like my dad, he likes to wake up really early, and he wants to go out to the farm like super early. I'm like, hey, did you take your medicine? He's like, get out of my way, you're slowing me down. I'm like, oh, I'm slowing you down, big dog. You know, like, are you sure it's not that your shoes are on backwards? He's like, I know they are. I'm like, yeah, you do. And then my mom, you know, I have to like remind, it's the same thing, like a kid, I got to remind her to eat, and I'm like, have you eaten? You know, she's like, oh no, you know, I've been busy or whatever. And then, yeah, and then 30 minutes later, she's on the couch like, I don't know why I have a headache and I'm tired. And I'm like, because you didn't eat. And she's like, no, I had some, like, you know, pretzels with peanut butter in them or something. I'm like, yeah, but you also had 2 glasses of wine. You know, like, when are you gonna grow up and drink like an adult and eat some food with it, I guess. But she's like, no, that's not it. I don't think that's it. I think it's my chronic fatigue. Which, do you guys know what chronic fatigue is? No. It's like this like disease that like you get like really tired whenever you like don't want to do something. And it's similar. I think everyone has it, but only a few people are diagnosed, and they're self-diagnosed, and she was one of them. It's similar to like when women get headaches when they don't want to have sex. Does anyone know, do gay guys ever complain about having a headache instead of sex? Or can we just pin this on women?
They get headaches.
They do? All right, I'm going to keep on polling. This is the first time I've asked, so we'll see. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, other things about parents. My mom loves to be like on like 2 diets at a time. You know, they just like don't work together at all. And also you're like, what are you doing? Like, she's like, oh, I don't eat carbs right now. And you're like, what are all these bags of pork rinds doing in the car? She's like, no carbs. You're like, oh, pork rinds. These are the things that are like gonna get you to like lose weight and get back in shape. You know, like, is there not a little bit of a red flag going off in your head? And then, you know, I'm like, oh, this is the same person that's like gonna go have like fucking jelly beans or something for dinner, and they're like, no fat in these, you know. And you're just like, are we just kidding ourselves? What are we doing? Just keep on like going through the same lessons. And now I feel like my dad just wants attention or something. Like he gets like scammed by something on the internet, and I'm like, he'll be like watching infomercials, and then something will pop up, and it's just clearly clickbait. And I'm like, don't, you know. And he's just kind of like, I'm just gonna piss you off. I'm gonna do it. Now I'm gonna watch this for the next 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna lose $20,000 again. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, oh man. I realized this is like part of the reason why my parents like didn't work out. Yeah, they divorced when I was 3, and they're both so stubborn, and they'll like do things just to like not. Just to piss the other person off. But it's funny because they've been divorced for a really long time, and now they're both like dating, and yet they're so picky. Like my dad's like, I don't want to be like with a, he's like, women age a lot when you get to my age, and like I don't want a fat girl or something like that. I'm like, come on, dude, like you're almost 300 pounds. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, be a little more open-minded, or go work out or do something. But yeah, that's not happening. And but I realized, I'm like, I think you guys like are kind of circling back to each other. They hate each other, but I'm like, but you guys are kind of like a better fit than anyone else. They like a lot of the same things. They both like wine. They like good food. They like to laugh a lot. Like they hate the same things. Each other. I'm like, you guys got a lot in common. You're made for each other. It makes sense. Let's see. This is gonna be a bad one, but I'm gonna do it. I have a bit of a southern drawl. Like you can kind of hear it when I say words that sound like words like home or phone. That's when people call it out. And but like it really comes out a lot more when I'm drinking. Because like when you're drunk, like I like to like quote E.T. a lot. That's a dry one. I don't know if that one's ever going to work, but I worked a little while on trying to figure out somehow to tie those together. All right. Yeah, this is a lot of family stuff. I went home for like 3 weeks almost, so a lot of stuff built up. My dad pulled out his retirement savings from like Fisher is the company that they're with, but like they kept on calling him and kind of being like, hey, we just want to do a quarterly check-in, what are your goals? And he's like, my goal is for you to stop calling me, like just make me money, and they're like, but we're supposed to like get these updates or something. He's like, leave me alone. And they wouldn't do that, so then he's like, fine, fuck it, I'm taking my money out. And, sure, it feels good to be like, hey, fuck you, I'm taking, but, yeah, he's lost so much money since. And I'm sure that, like, the head of Fisher, their quarterly meeting, and they're like, hey, how much did we make this quarter? And they're like, I don't know, gazillion. And he's like, wait, hold on, something's off. Where's Rob Kane's money? and then he's like, hold on, let me talk to his rep, get him on the phone. They're like, what are you talking about? Why do you need to? I want to fire him in person. Rob Kane's money is gone. Yeah, they noticed, I'm sure. All right, there was something else in here. What was it? Oh yeah, you ever like tell someone something and you just watch the opinion of you change like in real time? I'll go and pick up someone. It'll be like a decent friend or something. We're gonna go ride, and we're like driving around in the car, and they're like, after about 5 or so minutes, they're like, where's the music? I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really listen to music when I'm driving. I'm not like opposed to it, I just don't really do it. And they just look at me like, you're a psychopath. And then it gets worse because I tell them why. I'm like, I just like to listen to my thoughts. And that's when they really look at me like, you're a psychopath. Like they don't hear I like to listen to my own thoughts. They hear that like the neighbor's dog is transmitting fucking orders of who to kill, and I gotta be fucking ready. So yeah, I'm losing my hair, and I could tell it was getting bad because I was going down on this girl the other day. She was getting really into it, and she went to grab my hair, but she could only grab it from the sides. So it wasn't the coolest thing, but I don't know, you can be in worse situations. At least I'm still getting pussy though, right? Is that cool? Does that count as getting pussy? Is just going down on girls? That's all I can do. They just invite me over and I go down on them, and they're like, they come, and then I'm like, cool, what next? They're like, that'll do, pig. All right, my name is Chef Kane. Thanks so much. Keep it going, Priscilla.
That's a great set.
Thank you.
And you could cut out that last part somehow and fade out. because it was clean all the way. Not that you need.
Yeah. That's funny because that was like one of the only jokes
right,
that
and
I
wouldn't say. I don't know. I think I would say get laid.
Okay, I agree. What I've been saying, I've tried a few times, is like saying get some, and then I kind of get people's reaction, and if they're real loose with it, then I might say it, or if like girls are laughing. But like, yeah, I agree. I'd rather say something else.
Get edgy, but don't say it.
Yeah.
Not that you can't. You can do whatever you want here.
Right. No. But I'd rather find a better word.
It's funnier because you saying that now suddenly changes everything.
Yeah.
But it's funny if, I try to kiss her down there and then she grabs my hair and then it's the side of my hair. I mean, like, I'm just trying to think of other ways that you don't have to say, so I'm getting ahead or going down.
And I thought about saying, like, oh, I was kissing a girl.
Right.
Like, girls don't really try to grab you from the top of the head, though, when you're kissing them. So.
No, I say kiss down there.
Right. I don't know if that's going to fly in a clean place.
Well, that's what the Japanese people said. Are you going to kiss me down there? Do you want me to kiss you down there? You tell I have yellow fever? No, right? I had a Japanese boyfriend. It's just that they wouldn't say bad words. It's like they always found a way around. It was cute. Mitsuyoshi. Imagine saying that in heat of passion. Mitsuyoshi. I gotta tell you what I'm gonna say in the heat of passion. This Ben Patel coming to the stage, you're gonna see a lot more of. She's really phenomenal. She's a fantastic talent, and she's also your comedy concierge. So be nice to her, or she won't giggle. Let's give it for Samantha Luderman.
Thank you so much, Sunda. Everybody keep it going for Sunda Crew Quiz. I am Sam. I am the comedy concierge. Please also, let's give a round of applause to Jason Ham, everybody.
Jason!
I just did some brief filming. We're always doing something here. You can do podcasting, like Sunda said. We're working with TikTok. Because it's already taking all my time. I was on the phone with the girl from TikTok, and it was like, I shouldn't call her that. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm really more of a misogynist than most people. Like, I was in a car, like, I'm in love right now, and he doesn't say bad words. He doesn't say bad words. He says B word, and I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, are you saying bitch? I was like, what are you talking about? I used to try to get my little sister to say bad words. There's this one Jewish holiday where you have to put bread in the water. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And we were in the ocean, and I was like, just say it. I was like, just say it right now. Just scream it. The B word, the B word. And she's like, God's listening. And I was like, oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. It's interesting with kids because it's like Jewish kids don't have Santa, but all we have is God. All we have is God. And my mom on Hanukkah being like, you think you're going to get 8 days of amazing presents of PS3? And I'm like, first of all, I don't want that. Like, I would get like one amazing gift, and then like one night she got me like under the days of the week on it. And it's just hard when you're wearing Sunday on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard. Like, it just throws off your whole, it makes it a real wacky Wednesday. My sister just got back from sleepaway camp. She's like carrying my legacy on there. People walk up to her and they're like, you're so much like Sam. Is she okay? I shaved my head, and everybody at Jewish sleepaway camp kept talking to my sister. They're like, how are they doing? And my cousin, it's so funny. This is so typical. Welcome. Come on in. So typical of my cousin. She calls me from sleepaway camp. She goes, so why didn't you tell me you're non-binary? And I was like, first of all, I'm not. I tried it. It was, it's like I thought about it wasn't for me. But how is this about you now? You're not the person I would tell. That's crazy. That's honestly a talent when people have a way of turning it back to them. I'm like, you need to get into sales. You need to tunnel this energy into something productive that has nothing to do with me. It's summer. It's like every time I get in the pool, I'm fine. But all like the week before, if I know I'm going into a pool with somebody else, you know what I mean, or where somebody can see me, it's like it's all I'm thinking about for days. You know what I mean? It's like, are we gonna swim? Am I gonna have to chill in the water? You know what I mean? Like, you want to be like in the 7 feet deep part, and you're treading, and like they're fine, but you don't want to be like can we go back to the stairs? Like, there's just so many things with swimming. I don't know. My apartment's right by the pool in my building, and like people are using it now. And I'm like, do I have to like say hi? I don't know. Today I was gossiping with my neighbors. Like, another neighbor brought us water, and I was like, this is so nice, but do I have to do this now? You know what I mean? Like, are we like this now? I don't know. What did I do? We're friends now. But it's good. It's good to be friends with your neighbors. I have one neighbor. He is like 5 feet tall, His name is Ariana. And he says in his country that's like John, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He was like, I'm Ariana. And I was like Grande? And he goes, what does that mean? And I told him I was a comedian. And he said that when comedians like die, like that they're first in line to get to heaven. Because we make people laugh, we bring so much joy. And I said, Ariana, when was the last time you went to a comedy show? They're first in line to get to heaven. And I was like, whoa. Whoa. He was like, we laugh, we don't stress. He's beautiful, he's so sweet. One time I was standing with him, I'm telling you, he's 5 feet tall, he has a cane. But when he walks, right, when he sees me, he goes, and he lifts up his cane and he runs with the cane, and then he puts it down on the ground, so he doesn't use it. And he has to go outside for fresh air for his medication. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? What do you say to that? What do you say to that? I was like, do you drink tea? He goes, I cannot. It's like, you want to stop, but I can't stop. I can't stop giving advice. It's like what you're saying. I'm trying to fix. I'm like, here, and he's like, I can't. It's like, you don't know the situation. Even more so. Okay, the next thing I'm going to say is also going to show how I need to like not just say everything I think. But there's this other old woman who lives in my building, and they're, you know, they're both Jewish. I'm assuming single. You know, she's with her mom all the time. She used to see me and say, "You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Have you had your thyroid checked?" So it's like, we all know what that means. Like, it's just like, well, you know what I mean? She was like, you're so sweet, not like your father, like your mother. Cause it's like everybody knows me, but what can I say? But so one time she was walking by and I said, hey, I'm your girlfriend. And he goes, I do not like that joke. She is a pig! That woman is a pig! And I've never heard him say anything mean. He's like the nicest man, like, so nice, but like this woman, he hates her, and she's not nice to him. Like, you know, like she like has extra food, and she'll put it on the ground for him, anyways. And he like made a whole thing. It was like a respect thing. So I was like, well, are they gonna fight? What did I start? You know what I mean? He's a really, really sweet guy, but he will hold you hostage in a conversation. You know, he asks me about you all the time. How's your boss? How's your father? How's your mother? And then every person he meets, he goes, the same respect I have for Sam, I have for you. If you need anything, if it's late, I'm there. And I'm like, I hate to say this, what can you do? Oh, but one time I was standing with him and this car like dropped off like his friends, and I was a guy and a bunch of girls, and they got out of the car. And he looks at me with this little old man and he goes, are you okay? And I hold his hand and I go, are you okay? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, what if this is my fucking husband? You know, right. Like, fuck grandfather. Like, what if this is my fucking husband? Is that any of your business? You know what I mean? He really thought he was doing something. I don't know. I'm like, what is he gonna do to me? What if, it's more so, is he okay? This man's sick. Like, he's ill. He's taking medication. You know what I mean? He has to be outside. It's a really fun neighborhood. And when I got my wisdom teeth out and I, you know, had an experience, it's like they all came up to me like, I was praying for you. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But if your laundry's in there too long, I mean, you gotta pray for yourself. The laundry room is, you know, like it can really, it can ruin a whole ecosystem of an apartment building. It's crazy. It's happening right now. One of the washers isn't working. It's the new one. I haven't told the landlord yet, and he's gonna be extra mad. I love living in West Hollywood. It's really interesting. I mean, the people, I mean, because I'm from LA, but I grew up in like Pico Robertson, so it's just like all my cousins. So it's kind of, it feels like a breath of fresh air, but it's 15 minutes away, as I keep reminding my mother. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow. Give it up for my mom, you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe she's watching. She supports me. Can you believe that? That is special. I don't know. It's like, I said to her on the phone, I was like, what is wrong with me? She goes, what are you talking about, sweetheart? Sweetheart, what are you talking about? Did you eat yet? Did you eat? I was like, Mama, I can't stop eating. What are you talking about? Did I eat yet? I need to get my thyroid checked. And she's like, that's your thyroid. She has a doctor for everything. I used to tell her not to come to the doctor with me, and now I'm like, are you available for a doctor's appointment with me? Because she'll take it away, you know, because they want to be in and out. And she's like, so we've been waiting for 15 minutes, and she's sick, and like, it's just like, she gets right to it, and she's like, are you going to try this medicine? And then the doctor makes a joke, oh, why am I even here? And she's like, no, why are you? Don't joke about it, you know, if you don't mean it. But yeah, what can I say? Okay, but I wanted to talk more about the TikTok thing. I'm really excited about it. I'm reading about it. We're gonna get a lot of like information about how to like maximize views, and like I think a lot of people, like there's such an interest in live stand-up comedy because you're doing it right now. You know what I mean? Like obviously like we clip it, but it's like live. And I think a lot of people are interested in that and want to try it. So if you're watching this and you want to try stand-up and you're a TikTok comedian or you're an Instagram comedian or you want to be a comedian, you should stop by. And I'm Sam, and please welcome back to the stage our host, the one and only Cinder Grunquist. You want to end the show? Oh, there you go. He's next to me. He's fantastic. Please, please, please keep the love going for Colin Hasley.
Colin.
All right, Sam, fantastic set. I love how Sam thinks 5 feet tall is right here. She just towers over everybody to this point. She's like, this is a 5 foot tall grown man. The laundry thing's real though. I mean, I did laundry a few weeks ago, and my aunt came over and she kind of like forced me to do my laundry, which is what family does. They force you. I like to wait till it's at the very top. It's like halfway. She's like, let's do laundry. I'm like, all right, fine. So we go down to the bottom. We do the laundry and we did the washer, and then we're going to try to put stuff in the dryer. All 3 dryers are full, and so she like waited for the last second. It was like 45 minutes, and the last second, as soon as it was done, she's like, oh, no one's here. Boom, opens it up, starts pulling shit out. The guy comes in 2 minutes later. He's like, what the fuck? You couldn't wait 2 minutes. She's like, the timer. I'm sorry. And like he was so pissed, and I'm pulling stuff out too. I'm a culprit. I got his fucking old ass sock. And it wasn't dry. It wasn't dry at all. None of it was dry. It needed 2 more cycles. That's how wet. It got wetter. That's how bad. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about other things. Dating apps. I can't stop talking about. What the fuck? Why'd it go away? What the heck? I had it right here. I swear to God, I had it right here, and then it went away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Oh wait, no. What the hell? I swear. Okay, sorry. You ever meet a guy on like a dating app, and he says like, "Oh, I never get matches," and his profile is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in your life. Like, he's got a t-shirt that's so old and so wrinkly in the front. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like, it looks like the shirt, the shirt looks like it's wrestling with itself. That's how long he's had that shirt. Like it looks like a strand of DNA. Like that's how worn out the shirt is. This is the telltale sign of a guy who's trying too hard on a dating app, is if he says, "I'm looking for a girl who doesn't take herself too seriously." That's the guy I worry about. First off, who thinks they take themselves too seriously? Is anyone ever gonna scroll through that and be like, "Oh fuck, I do take myself too seriously. I am a very serious person." It's kind of like when some people will put like no misogynists. It's like, what misogynist? What guy is? No guys be like, "Ah, damn it. Well, I am a piece of shit. What am I wearing? That's a wife beater. Fuck. All right. Oh, never mind." Like those are the kinds of guys that will say some out-of-pocket, inappropriate shit, and they'll be like, "I was just joking. I was just joking. It was just a joke. I didn't mean to say that." I love how dating apps allow us to be introduced to people from like all over Los Angeles. You know, like I had no idea I could be rejected by this many women. It's a but you know, like when I'm on a dating app, I try to get like straight to the point. You know, like I'm like, hey, like let's move this off of the app. Let's get serious. Let's move to Snapchat. You know, if you play your cards right, I'll let you meet my parents on Facebook. I'll let you add them. You know, I'm an old-fashioned guy. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy. What else did I have today? Thank you for your patience. Okay. Why is it called happy hour? You know, like you go to a bar and they got happy hour. Isn't that the saddest place? Isn't happy hour the opposite of that? You know, like if you were to try to explain that to somebody who didn't know English, like, oh, we've got happy hour. Oh, cool. What do you guys? You play games and like go to parties and like, you know, like everyone mingles? No, everyone just kind of sits by themselves in a dark room. But the drinks are half off. Oh, okay, that sounds pretty fun. That's pretty happy. Okay. I've been getting into digital minimalism lately. So, you know, I've been watching porn on my Kindle. It's my way of doing it. I saw in the news recently that this guy, it was actually really sweet, I saw it on Reddit, this guy picked up 3 undocumented workers from like Home Depot, and he took them to Disneyland for the whole day. And it was like really sweet, you know, like they're expecting to work really hard and like just have this grueling day, and then they get this big surprise at Disneyland all day, right? And I thought that was really sweet, so I decided I wanted to do something similar. So I went and picked up some guys from Home Depot, put them back in my car, and God, they were so excited when they saw the border. Oh my God, this look on their face. I wanted them to be surprised. Okay. Whenever I'm nervous for an event, and I know I have to do a lot of small talk, I always pregame it by going to Trader Joe's and just going to the checkout. Because I know I'm going to get quality small talk at Trader Joe's, right? And we like Trader Joe's, hopefully. I love Trader. Like, if you want high quality, mediocre conversations, go to that checkout aisle, you know. Oh, have you tried the new enchiladas? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I haven't tried it. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. You should try it. Oh, okay. What you got going on this weekend? Oh, not much. Should right now. Oh, yeah, me too. You know, I hang out with some family. You know, every time it's so mediocre, but it's so good. It's like high quality mediocre. It's mediocre with some zest, you know. I look like I work at Trader Joe's right now. I look like I'm ready to do a shift. I am on too many dating apps though. Going back to that, I'm on way too many dating apps. I'm on more dating apps than dates I've had this year. That's so many dating apps. I've gotten desperate. I've gotten to the point where I just started flirting with the AI chatbots on different websites. I'm just talking to like Jessica AI from the Honda website. Ask her if she wants to do 2 truths and a lie. Ask her what she did this weekend. She blocked me, of course. Now I don't have, and I called her a bitch, and you know, then now I don't have car insurance. Like, you know, not the most helpful. Those AI Honda folk. Do we browse Reddit? Anybody here browse Reddit website? A little bit, maybe. So like, I love Reddit. So if you don't know, it's like a website where you can talk about anything, and there's groups of people in every kind of category. And there's a category called Ask Me Anything. And it used to be really cool. You'd have like, famous people would come on, like, I'm this famous person, ask me anything. Or like, I'm someone, like, I'm a brain surgeon, ask me anything. Like, it's super interesting. But now they're just letting anybody on. Like, the other week, like, I saw, it's like, I was late for work recently. Ask me anything. Like, I'm not. Like, okay. It's like, I'm 30 and I just got circumcised. Ask me anything. It's like, I really don't have any questions. I don't want to. Why'd you wait that long? That's the only question. That's the only question I have. Oh. I saw this woman at the liquor store. She was wearing a full like a full bike outfit, like healthy biking, and you can already tell where I'm going with this. She was buying cigarettes. She's playing. You didn't know where I was going.
Actually, no, yeah, I give her
You're clapping
round of
for.
applause. Yeah, that's awesome.
You're giving a single round of applause.
Yeah.
For that.
I hate when they dress up and all that stuff, but she sounds cool now.
You know what? You're right. Hey, let's give it up for lung cancer.
Woo!
Woo! Let's give it up for defying expectations.
Yeah.
You know, I really like that. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. It's a very dumb joke I've been going around with. You guys like impressions?
Yeah.
We like impressions, right? All right, here's my impression of a food scientist who also loves football. And he's trying to find the right color dye for a food he's trying to make. So he's looking for all these different colored dyes. And he loves football. All right, here we go. Hey, can you pass me the blue 42? That's my time, guys. Thank you very much.
Where do we find you?
You can find me at Colin_comedy on Instagram and Comedian Colin Astley on YouTube. Thank you, guys.
C-O-L-L or C-O-L-I?
1L.
1L.
1L. Are you coming up to say hello, lady, real quick? 2 seconds? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, just introduce yourself.
Is
Come
it
on.
streamed or?
It's a dream, yeah.
No. Oh, it's
Just
streamed.
say hello.
Oh, I'm not.
You just say hello. Come on.
Hey.
The Jersey girl, you got to her up.
Hello, everybody. My name is Adrian Russo. I've never done this before, so I will just, I guess, should I just say one joke that I wrote one time?
Yeah.
Give it to
All
us.
right. Okay. So I have a group of friends who unironically think that we're like gonna have a communist revolution, and they're like learning how to shoot guns, and they're learning how to like grow their own food, and they're like getting all of these, like learning all these different skills like carpentry and sewing, like things that you wouldn't need when, you know, or things that you would need when infrastructure just falls apart, like, you know, tying two cans together and talking to each other
Right.
through like a, you know, some string. But I think a lot about them, and I don't know how far they thought ahead because they're all on Adderall and Lexapro, and I just don't know how good of an idea it is to have, you know, a bunch of unmedicated people living on a self-sustaining commune with guns. You know, just one single fight about how someone forgot to hang up the tin can and it's all over.
Help.
I don't have any social media. I'm off the grid.
We're off the grid. You'll be on the grid soon.
I know, I'll be on the grid soon.
We're doing it soon.
Yeah, I'm from Jersey.
There you go.
Thank you.
Jersey girls, best in the world. Right?
Oh, yeah, no, you know this.
Well, tell them how Italian food is so good.
Oh, Italian food's the best.
best.
Hey, what's the difference between trash and a Jersey girl?
Not much.
Trash gets picked up off the turnpike.
True. And we're Dirty Jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you know that? No? Nobody knows
Yeah.
that. Dirty Jersey.
Yeah, Dirty Jersey.
Dirty Jersey. That's it. You never heard that?
Yeah.
No. Well, we're teaching you something because we can also be look, give it up for more. We need more Jersey people on stage. You know who's up there? Mike Marino, New Jersey's bad boy comedy. He's
Oh, yeah.
Italian. Oh, he's hysterical. G.I. Joey.
Yeah.
He does the thing about when he was playing with dolls, he had Barbie and G.I. Joey. G.I. Giovanni. Oh, God. And then I work with Joey Pork Chops. And I still can't get over working with Joey Pork Chops. Are you going to come and say hello real quick?
Me?
You.
I came here to be
An audience?
An audience, yeah.
Well, that's so nice. What's your name?
I'm John.
Dear John, I hate to ride. You don't know that song, right? Do you know what Dear John letter is?
Yeah.
What is that?
For the military or no?
When they break up with you.
Yeah.
Isn't that terrible? So now we have to call it Dear Juan,
Well,
okay?
you know, I did do an open mic at the Comedy Store one time, and I think I might have bit off more than I could chew. But
Then
anyway,
this is the place for you. You're gonna get my phone number. We'll make sure that when you get up here, you won't bite off more than you can chew, and that whatever you regurgitate is gonna be
well,
fabulous.
actually, there was 20 people signed up. I was number 10, and the 9 before me were not funny, and a bit maybe out there. But anyway, it's my turn, I'm looking at the red light. I mean, I'm hawking that light, waiting for it to go off, right? So I'm doing my thing, and it was all improv. I just couldn't think of anything funny to write or whatever, so I
But
got
guess
up and
what?
did
If
it.
people tell you you're funny, you probably are, and we'll make sure you take it from the page
What I
to
did
the
learn-
stage, right?
What I did learn is that it's a lot easier to be funny when you're in a group of people and having a conversation than
Really?
standing up there.
Well, then
and-
that's a whole different world than I'm from.
But
I don't want
anyway,
anyone near me.
just to finish, I see the red light come on. I'm
Mhm.
darting for the stage. The MC comes and he pulls me back up. I mean, I'm sweating bullets. I want to get out of there.
Mhm.
And then he starts riffing with me.
Well,
you
that's
know.
nice.
So,
Well, that's just this is why this is a great place to be, because it's a place that you can do what you need to do to be where you need to be. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, call me Kamala. All right, did I say that? I'm in trouble already. I can't make Kamala jokes. I thought it was like a candy. I want a caramella. I love it. I love the fact that she gives bad news, like horrible. She's like, and 25 children were killed. Back to the church giggles. So you'll get my number, and I need your number. Do you have my number? I was thinking that you should have my number. And guys, we love you all. Please come out while I'm gone. I will be in Liverpool, and this place will be open. And I will be teaching people in Liverpool how to be funny when they come out here. My name is Sundar Kronquist. Good night. Thank you.